so clear, I've always been falling through a life that's upside down. Somehow you turn me around. So stay another night. 'Cause all we have is time. Keep you close and savor the moment. You raise my hopes and don't even know it. In a life that's upside down, somehow you turn me around. So stay another night. 'Cause all we have is time.
All right. Cool. Hello, Bomb Squad. What's up? Gonna jump back to some adventure here. Well, at least as close as we can get being at home. Give me 1 second, and I will join up with these guys, and we will see what is going on. Also, I have to ask about this. Hold on. Oh, let me make sure. Am I on the right screen? Yes, we are. All right. Jump into the chat. Where the fuck is it?
Yeah, that's just spell DC.
Still only 13.
Hello.
Yo.
Actually, oh yeah, it is only +3. Damn.
Why is young Chud Peter Dinklage?
Well, you see,
What happened
do
was.
you want to actually know like the real reason or the funny reason?
Yes.
Okay, so funny reason is uh we just thought it would be funny. I
Oh,
wasn't
well,
going to, and
simple.
then Badger insisted, so I did.
I did. This
The
is
real reason is everyone has young versions of themselves since we're doing backstories today. And when I looked up young dwarf, he was like in the top 5 results. I'm like, okay, I gotta use
I guess
it.
it's Peter Dinklage. It is.
Yep. Yes, it
Alright.
is.
No. Yes.
Oh, that was the other thing. Can I get a token for when if I cast find familiar?
Yeah. What do you want your familiar to be?
Probably little fox or something like that.
A little fox?
I
Do you want it
Oh,
to
yeah.
be
I,
like
surprise.
a snow
well,
fox?
okay, fine. Yes, yes, because I am a frost. You know, we'll just make it Peter Dinklage. We'll just
You
my
know what?
familiar.
You know
My
what?
familiar is
I
Peter Dinklage.
I totally agree with this.
I just
Oh,
never. I might start using that. That's why I'm like, oh, that'd be good.
fair.
And I will. I also will need to request not a token, but like a picture for one of my
Yeah.
spells
Okay.
that I'm crafting.
Where is
That's fine.
Where's our other boy?
Presumably just getting home from work. Hopefully.
I hope
We'll find
this-
out, I guess.
Whoops. Hello?
Oh, I put the wrong thing in
Goodbye.
there.
How
Let me edit that.
dare.
Um, I'm actually not finding a whole lot on Google. So, Badger, if you want to like look up a picture for your Arctic fox, I'll go ahead and make that
Oh.
for you.
Gotcha. Okay. 1 second, because I fucking copied. Because I was looking at RPG bot and copied their description versus the actual description from
Fair.
5e. Oops. Glad I tested that before I actually needed it. Okay, that should be fixed now. Let's try that.
Question about house rules, fellas and fellettes.
I am not a fish.
Technically, find familiar. Your familiar acts independently of you. In combat, it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. Do you guys want to just make that so it acts on your turn also?
Yeah, that's fine with
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I prefer it that way.
it'd be way too much.
but-
Like,
To be
Yeah.
clear, what I'm used to is also enemies rolling the same initiative. So if there's like 3 of the same type of enemy, it's fine to have them go on their same turn.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. The more I do combat, the more I'm starting to lean toward that.
Yeah. That's just
Before
like,
I
pretty
liked
fair.
everyone having their own turns.
Mhm.
But kind of the way it is in For the King. But
Yeah.
the more I introduce also like the different types of enemies, I would prefer to just have it all grouped.
That's totally fair. That's like a lot. That's usually how it's done.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
If it's like
Unless it's like all one enemy type.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean
If
that's
it's
like the
like-
one thing.
2 of the same or 3 of the same, it'll just, I'll roll it like I have been.
Yeah.
But if you're fighting like 4 of one, 2 of another, 3 of a different, you
Mhm.
know.
Four
It's,
of a
it,
kind.
it's totally
Yahtzee.
simplifiable if you want to.
Yeah.
if this one goes through.
Never.
There you go.
Cute. I love it.
Right. I just wanted like the full face expression in there. That's all.
Yeah.
In the
Okay, got
meantime,
it.
I'm going to draw.
Sounds good to me.
Pretty gay.
Well, you know me.
I'm a Jedi, so I don't judge.
You're not a Jedi though.
Mhm.
We're evil.
Yeah, an evil Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah. We have the dark side.
Mm-hmm. Good guy.
What?
Ah,
You just said you were evil.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You just did.
I can
I'm
confirm
a
you
good guy.
did, in fact, say you were evil.
What an evil guy.
Yes, whatever you're going to
Mur-
say, yes. There's no reason to continue.
Murder a bunch of innocents. I didn't think so.
The fifth was right there, and you could have taken it, but you chose not to.
You're not the government, so
Oh, I'm big enough to be the government. At least the
Prove it.
Capitol building.
The rotunda. Are you rotund?
No, I'm just a ton.
Get it, rotunda, because that's what it's called.
Oh my god, people. Handle your stomach acids.
I eat one meal a day. I'm gonna be burpy.
I had a huge meal this afternoon.
Yeah, you
so
had a
yes.
bunch of German fucking
Sauerkraut.
sauerkraut and shit.
Ugh.
You're
Oh,
gonna.
that is
Are you
delicious.
bottoming
So
this weekend,
good.
dude?
Yeah, but I'll be fine.
Oh,
What do you mean?
good luck.
Mm.
You
Why?
you just got full sauerkrauted, dude.
Full sauerkraut. Never go full sauerkraut.
Never.
You know that doesn't affect my stomach, right?
Sure.
It doesn't. I had it last week.
Tell me. Yeah, did you bottom this week?
I haven't for like months,
Weird.
but
Are you guys
I know my
traveling
stomach.
together this week?
No, he's going to FBI.
Oh.
well, I'm going to Alabama
Then FWA.
tomorrow. And then the next day I'll go to FWA. But this is my last one big meal that I get to eat because I ain't
Big
eating all
fat-
weekend. So damn right I'm gonna eat it, and I'm burping because I'm drinking Smirnoff.
Is there a
Yeah,
name you want for your familiar?
I wasn't planning on naming it.
Okay.
It's called
It's just for the
Fox or
character
something.
sheet.
Yeah.
It's safe.
Just fuck. Call him
It's
McLeod.
It's like, yeah. Oh, I guess I could have made a Yeen, huh? Could've just-
McLeod.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Mhm.
I mean, if you want to, it's just changing the picture,
No,
basically.
you can't now. You can't. You're too
I
late.
can't.
Too deep into it.
I know. It's too cute. I already saw the picture, so.
Fair enough. Badger, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 1d20 minus 2. Nice.
Bop, 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 bop.
Right in the middle. I don't know what that was for, but right in the middle.
Badger, fight me.
No. Why would I fight
Fight
you?
me, coward.
How am I supposed to fight you? You can't. Like, that's so, like, wrong to just fight a wizard because you're just going to be in my face. I might have disadvantage on all my fucking casts.
I'm a
Like,
spellcaster.
I thought you whacked people with your stick. Or
No,
something.
I whacked people with a stick for one level because I had nothing better I could do. Now I can kill you.
Oh, God.
Cantrip fight.
Why?
I cast fireball.
I run away.
I don't have fireball yet. I do have scorching ray though.
Mm.
Uno,
Scorching
reverse
Ray.
card. I got one of them.
Uno doesn't exist in this realm. You are powerless.
Gonna go with the safe bet.
I'll kill you with love
And fire.
and poison and contact solution.
Contact solution.
It's really easy to poison someone with contact solution. All it takes is a couple drops a day.
True.
I mean, I don't know how to kill someone and get away with it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Air
It's true.
embolism under the tongue, or
Mhm.
potassium shot.
Mhm.
Bryce, you're watching too much fucking SVU.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say. I just got home.
Tisk.
So he got off at 6:30, but it took him 18 minutes to get home.
Well, that's because that's not what he meant when he said get off.
Oh. Oh, damn. Well, I gotta meet him at the FWA though. I guess. You okay there, Saif?
Oh, he's just living life.
Do you ever just get like, like
Oh, you can ask Bryce. There'll be moments where I just full on like blast sing some stupid song that's in my head.
Yes.
I mean specifically
I'm sure at some point.
what's happening?
Stop so many dice.
Nothing. Jesus.
No thing but
I
a
bet I
G thing.
can roll 100. That was so close.
Uh-huh.
100 dice.
Well, I'll see you net 20.
Ooh.
You're gonna use it up if you get one.
Well, fight me, coward.
I will.
I'm not a cow.
Heard.
All right, you rolled a 1. Badger, you. Damn.
And that's the
Right.
Badger Boy we all know.
Wonder what I can roll when I roll 1 of each dice. That's depressing.
Yeah. I figure it would
Damn.
at least be 100.
I rolled 3 sevens on 3 separate die. That's crazy. I rolled a 1 on the D4. Oh,
Well, the
that's
triple
lower.
sevens is supposed to be good luck, right?
No.
Oh,
No.
Turns out no. Mm-mm. Nope.
That's gonna be a no from me, dog.
oof. What does the one get me on the magic bean scale?
Already about the
I
magic beans.
forget. There's some. Let me see. Yeah. So bag of beans. On a 1, 5d4 toadstools sprout. If a creature eats a toadstool, roll any die. On an odd roll, the eater must succeed a DC 15 con save, or take 5d6 poison damage and become poisoned for an hour. On an even roll, the eater gains 5d6 temporary hit points for 1 hour.
Interesting.
That's so complicated.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I would just say the same thing that happens on 100. A giant beanstalk sprouts, except you don't get to choose where it sprouts. It sprouts directly underneath you. That's what I'd say.
Oh. I was hoping to roll
Um,
100, but I got 1.
So, Badger, something to know about the Find Familiar spell is
Huh.
if you have your familiar with you, it can give you a help action,
Ooh.
which can come in handy.
Didn't.
And
yeah.
also, any touch range spells can be done by the familiar.
This is why I would cast Find Familiar and then Dragon's Breath on Find Familiar.
That
On
one's not
familiar.
even like house rule. That's just in the written rule, which is pretty neat.
Oh yes.
The
It's cool.
It has to use it.
I just was like, I didn't know what to do with it, but yeah, no,
Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. Also, since it's a fox, I'm giving it proficiency in stealth and survival.
oh,
So if at any point you need a check for that, it might be able to do a little better than you.
see, that was the one thing is because I could have went proficient in stealth, but I only had +2 in dexterity, so I didn't go with that, and instead I chose it for an intelligence one.
Right.
But
Min maxing, I love it.
well, the Frost Wolfkin like has a stealth feature, like but for frozen area or snow areas.
And you have ownership of the familiar now, so you can check out its character sheet.
Ooh, aww.
I think if you get high enough level, you can awaken your familiar and it becomes a sentient creature.
Correct. Yep.
Really?
At least a druid can. Maybe a wizard can't.
I've awakened.
Yeah, I'm not.
Changes.
How did I know you were going there?
Time to chase the strange changes.
Okay, so looking it up, rules as written, it wouldn't affect the familiar because the familiar technically isn't a beast under the spell and scroll rules. But it's, DM dependent, so I would say at a certain level, I'm not going to say what level it is, you'd be able to awaken it.
Oh, by the way, I still haven't leveled up my character. I don't know how to do that. I forgot.
Go into your character sheet,
Already there.
go to features.
Features.
I believe in you.
Where the fuck there? Ah,
And-
level 2, level 3. There we go.
Correct. It'll
I believe
pretty
you.
much do everything automatically for you.
I'm gonna
Here's
take a
your
risk and I'm
fighter.
gonna roll.
Oh god.
Roll.
Let's go.
I got the average.
Nice.
Perfect.
Better than bad.
Features. Oh wait. Yeah, it's already at 6. Complete. Boom.
Good. Good.
Good.
Why milkshake?
Bring all the boys
Brings.
to the yard.
All the boys to the yard.
Bring all the boys to my yard. Yes.
Oh, your.
To thine yard. The
Gibbity,
vineyard.
bibbity, bibbity, bop.
When them balls gonna do.
Oh,
Oh, 0,
Nice.
0, 0, 0. Oh my god, there's so many zeros.
Damn, I rolled 100 on one of those D100s.
I think you rolled 2.
Christ, why are you rolling stuff? Stop rolling stuff.
It's because I want to. You guys
Who
were
do you think
rolling
you
stuff
are?
and I wanted
Rolling,
to.
rolling, rolling, rolling.
I have advantage on this.
Hmm.
5. Now what? Someone fight me.
Stop.
Fight me, fighter boy.
Why must
You guys want me to
fight?
pull you into the test combat area?
Yes.
No, I'm drawing.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
doing anything.
I want to kill Badger. Bring me in Badger.
Okay.
no. Oh,
You're so
Two
people out, I guess.
mean.
so mean.
Take Shun and Arias
Either-
out of here. put
Either I'm
Badger
fighting
in.
Badger or you're going to give me something to fight.
He's itching for that bitchin'.
Who's this fucker?
Some guy.
What are you going to do, bud? Huh?
I'ma beat the Fuck out of you.
All right, roll initiative.
I don't. Oh, it's pause.
Rolled an 18 somehow. There was a +5. You
Told you. I rolled a 1, and yeah, I told you.
Oh my god, man.
You can't make this shit up. Okay.
Okay,
That's amazing.
well, Slane, you're up.
Saline, you're up. Oh,
Saline.
Wow. Wow. I'm gonna summon my wildfire.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. You survived this one.
say,
this time,
but
Badger.
I got a 1 on my initiative. All right. What the fuck do you want from me?
Jesus.
I want you to roll better, is what we want.
What have I walked into?
Just for fun, Badger, roll a deck save.
Why?
Just curious.
Because it can't get any worse. Why am I erasing
You
this
made it.
Wow, you
He
actually have
abso-
good
He
decks.
actually made it.
What the fuck?
I have a +2 index.
Well, you avoided this damage.
Avoid this
7.
damage.
Okay.
We were doing a mini combat between Jacob and Badger.
Not
So-
even. We didn't.
It was not consensual.
Can Syl help them? No, he can't. He
No.
can't. He has not been here this whole time. Syl has had a long.
Understandable.
Well, Mr. Sill, we are starting with you. So, are you feeling in the D&D mood?
I am always
better
in the
get there.
D&D mood.
Good.
Now,
Well,
you shouldn't need sight for any of these backstory maps, so everyone should be able to see. Let me know if you can't.
Also, I'm sorry I'm late, guys.
That's okay.
How dare.
You're fine. You're working.
Not like you had much
Badger, we're
control
gonna have
over it.
to talk after the session because I think I'm not gonna be able to make it this summer before 8:00.
What?
What?
Um,
Do you mean me?
Brian. Sorry, Brian.
Okay.
Same
Your
thing.
names both start with D. And I've had a long day. But anyway, moving on. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we can discuss that. We'll figure something out. But are we all ready to begin? Is there any final things y'all need to get out?
He said, but.
Touch it.
Touch
So,
your butt.
We are going to start with
my dick.
Arius's backstory.
Darn it, I was close.
In your actors tab, Mr. Sill, you should have young Arius.
Arius.
Oh my god, we're going through full backstory? I didn't have time to level him up before this campaign. I was going to do that on the fly.
It's okay. You don't really need to since this is just going to be backstories.
All right, I have actors tab open.
Back to the
Arius
story.
open.
Yep. You should have young Arius also.
Oh, he looks adorable.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
so tiny.
so we are actually going to, I think, lead off with where we left off last week, and then we'll get into the backstories very quickly. So, does anyone want to quickly recap what we did last week?
We got out of a hole.
Mm-hmm.
That you did.
Mm-hmm.
Rough summary.
We had an amazing fight that was meaningless.
It was a dream. We still leveled up from it though, so I'm not complaining.
I was a
Correct.
wizard tank.
I'm a little upset.
Chud.
Yo.
Hut Anska. Okay. So I forgot you are all on the other map. We're gonna ignore that. I'm going to bring you guys into here. Now,
Here we go
if
again.
you recall, toward the end of the last session, Hut and Anska think there might be a way out of here, but it's dangerous. And they didn't want to bring you
Forgot
here, but
about
after some
Anska.
convincing, they decided they're gonna take the plunge. They're gonna do it. So first, they bring you to this hallway, which leads to that center of the entire citadel, where
I
they
don't
had
have sight.
mentioned. You don't have sight. Why do you need sight in this?
I exist now.
Ugh,
Put myself on here.
weird.
I'm good now. I can see.
Cool. Assuming you're up with everybody.
Just get eyes, bro.
So
Yeah, skill issue.
Jesus.
Mhm.
so they
Level
walked
3
you
with no eyes. Ugh.
I cast
honestly.
fireball.
They walk you to this strange hallway that is lit by these purple torches, which again, just like everything else in the Citadel, light up as soon as you guys walk next to them. You should be no stranger to it by this point.
It's dark in here.
Wait, were they always lit by purple torches? Sorry to be that D&D guy who's like, wait, what about that detail?
Right. No, the torches up until now have been orange, but you can tell there's something different about this hallway. You can also see these blue dotted lines going throughout the hallway. Those are small water caverns. Nothing too important. Just, if you're wondering what those dotted lines are.
Wait, can we see?
I
Like,
usually
is
want to
it
roll
like,
an insight. May I roll an insight on these torches and like this hallway and shit? Since it's turned from orange to purple.
Roll me either Insight or Arcana.
Oh, I am definitely doing insight because my Arcana is a 1 and my insight is a +7. So yeah.
Fair. Don't blame you there.
Wait, what is
I
that?
do. It
Oh,
feels like
shit,
Sylvia's
that's
fault.
16. 16 plus 7, 23.
23. You would know just based on the fact that the color has changed. Not only has the color itself changed, but the mood has shifted. Before, when you were nearby the runes, you felt a similar presence of magic, versus places like the jail cell or the weapon storage, you did not feel any presence of the sort. So here you are just feeling the same familiar magic that you felt in certain other areas throughout the Citadel.
Okay.
Now, something that no one has asked about in a while that I figure is worth bringing up. Do you all remember what was on your hands?
Oh,
Yes,
shit.
bandage.
The bandage.
The bandages.
Well, they were. We got halfway through the
They
fight. They
fell
got
off,
ripped
I
off,
thought.
and
Nope, they did not get ripped off during the fight. They started to fall off.
Okay,
They became
whatever,
loose,
you know what I mean.
but they didn't come off. Now,
I like
however,
it.
I always come off.
now the bandages are
Are
gone.
on.
Oh, can I
And
lick it?
you all, you can.
Anything weird?
Nope.
Hmm.
Just tastes like skin or fur, whatever a furbolg has.
I can't believe
Yes.
you've done this.
It's called Flynn. It's both.
Ew.
Mhm.
That's enough out of you.
Now, let me find where I saved these
Now
pictures.
we should fight him.
Now you can
I'll fight you all.
Now.
Pictures? Is that it?
Are you it?
Am I it?
Tag, you're
Who
it?
is it?
Am I the
Tag.
one
See it?
with Neo? Can I move like they do?
I'm a Jedi.
And we're back to this.
See how spooky I am?
Super spoopy.
Did you see? I don't think I shared. It's not important though. I'm really spooky. So just remember that.
If y'all want to talk amongst yourself, I need to find where these things are saved.
Sure, I'll show you how spooky I
I
am.
have so many folders on my fucking
Oh,
computer.
sorry about the noise. I was just getting rid of my dinner plate and I
How
forgot
dare
to
you.
mute you guys.
Oh,
No, you're
good.
fine. I'm showing how spooky I am.
Spooky.
Really
Very
spooky.
spoopy indeed.
I go spoopy.
The
Spoopy.
spookiest.
Ooh, so
spoopy I am.
spoopy.
Very spoopy.
Bum, bum, bum.
I have no idea what's going on.
We're doing things. I didn't know we were anything was going on.
Discord
I'm-
general chat.
I'm a Jedi.
I
I
was
made it pretty
kidding.
clear.
Okay.
No, you're
There
not
we
a
go.
Jedi. You're evil.
I don't know where in my computer these are saved, but I found them by searching for them. So
Oh shit! I have first level spells now.
Oh, to find things, you have to search for them. That's kind of
Wait,
yeah,
are we level 3 or 4?
a
level 3.
3.
3.
Tweet.
Don't worry too much about leveling up right now because we're headed into the backstory here in a second.
I'm not worried. Stop.
Syl, do you want to take a look at your hand, see what was under the bandage?
Arius kind of takes his big bear paw hand, just sort of like, do I feel something like underneath the bandage? Like, is it like
Well,
throbbing?
The bandages are gone ever since you guys woke up. They disappeared.
Oh, then like, on you pointing out, Arius is gonna take up his hand and be like the bandage here is gonna stare at like the palm of his hand.
In that case, you see there's nothing on your palm, but as you're lifting your hand, you turn it over and you find this sigil that is branded into your skin on the back of the paw. It doesn't hurt like it did the first time you guys tried to touch the bandages.
Immediately we'd be like, guys,
Wait, you're saying I couldn't taste that?
No, you could not.
There's no discernible taste.
No.
Even if you like
have you-
fully
Hey,
put it in your
Chud?
mouth and like suck on it.
Yo,
Chud, you got anything? Wait, which hand is on, or left or right?
Your dominant hand.
Okay, so it's on my right hand.
Name, so I was like answering in in the wrong tone.
Hey, Chud,
Hey.
buddy, what's your back of the hand, your back of your right hand looking like? I'm just gambling on that he's not in the 5% of left-handed people with this.
I don't think any of you guys are left-handed. I am, but
I'm
I am
ambidextrous.
actually ambidextrous.
I was about to say I'm ambidextrous. You can't.
I can write with both hands because I was originally left-handed, but I went to school at a point in time where they're like, "No, the devil is in you. Stop writing with that hand." So they forced me to write with my right hand.
You're like, the devil's already
Ew.
in me. This isn't gonna change anything.
It's like I'm already gay. What else do you guys want from me?
The devil comes in me. Okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway, what's your right hand looking like?
Why are you guys being pervs? Like, that's not what I meant. Jesus. Get your minds out of the gutter.
What's perfect? What's pervy about that?
Yeah, exactly. See,
Huh?
you understand.
Why do you have sexual hands?
hey, Chud, are you going
have.
to take a look at your hand or no?
Sure.
Well, you see on the back of your dominant hand a similar sigil. Not quite the same, but
Where are these symbols? I do not see them.
What? Oh,
in the general
When
chat.
did Luz from the L House start drawing on the back of my hand?
True.
The first thing that comes up
So-
is somebody saying "ew."
So wait, he's actually a Jedi, and that's
Scroll
the
down.
Star.
I know to scroll down, asshole.
Wait, so he's a
That's-
Jedi?
yes.
He
So
is-
wait, who's the Jedi?
No one.
Slane, how's your dominant hand looking? Also, Badger.
What?
Yeah,
No, it tastes
how's that bandage doing that was just on your hand?
it tastes normal. I
Look
don't
at
know
your
what to tell you.
Fucking
What?
hand, mate.
What bandage?
assuming you both do also look
Yeah.
at your hands, Badger,
Uh-huh.
this is
Oh.
the one that you see.
I've got a sweet tattoo.
And
It's like-
Slane, this is the one that you see.
I'm the king. Everyone look
Dude,
at mine.
why does he get
Look,
the best tattoo? Like,
look,
what?
mine's-
What is?
I'm the
You
king.
are a
Everyone,
short king, yes.
I look at Hut and I look I look at it. I look at the thing. I'm like, come on, like, yeah, like, Anyway,
King, you
So
look
it
like you're
tastes
from
normal?
Soul Reaper.
Yes. Have you ever
Um,
tasted like
from-
scarred skin versus regular skin?
oh, it tastes
don't
like
taste
normal,
different.
normal scarred skin.
Why
Yeah,
do you know
it's a
this?
brand. It's branded
Um,
into your skin.
So if it
scarred
tastes-
skin just tastes more
Are you
Alright,
walking
let me do my
around tasting
let me do my
wounds?
let me do my reasoning. If it tastes normal, Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is what I deduce. Do I know if these sigils lined up to the ones in the room that we were in earlier?
You would know, and no, they do not line up.
Okay. I'm the
Um,
king. Mine says
however-
I'm the king.
Just my
However,
intelligence. I need to know that before I make it. Because I have an idea, but I don't know if it's in character.
first things first, I want to be clear about one thing out of character. The reason that the brand for Jacob is so much more detailed is because it was the first one I made, and I got tired after that.
Yeah, no,
That
I'm the
is
king.
fair.
I'm the king. I'm the king. Yep. No, and Death
So-
Star. We got Death Star, and I'm the king. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
With that being said, you all realize, in fact, that these are not the same symbols that you saw in the sanctuary.
Mhm.
However, the rune in front of you, this one, has Arius's symbol on it.
oh,
Oh,
Let's stand on that.
He's the king. Everybody bow down.
I push him.
You push
wait!
it.
I don't want to actually stand on this by myself.
I push him into it. I act as if I'm one size larger than I am.
You do get that?
I push him.
Damn it!
No, I'm pushing. How do you want to do this?
So mean.
Anska,
Do you
Anska,
do you
any help
resist my
here?
push? Do you
I am
resist?
definitely, absolutely like I don't want to be pushed anywhere.
Almighty push.
Okay, then give me an opposed strength check from each of you.
And do I get any sort of
I'm sorry.
benefit?
I'm
sorry.
giving the help
being-
action.
My large thing. Oh, are you helping push?
Yes.
Okay,
You're
So,
helping.
is that going to be him rolling with advantage versus me just a
'Cause
flat roll?
I also
So-
count as one size larger.
Tell you what, since you asked him for help, Anska is going to give you the help action, so you both roll with advantage.
Oh, God. Oh, good. Okay, so it's just a strength saving throw, right?
or strength ability check.
Oh, it's an
Yes.
ability check then?
I don't know. That's what I'm
Actually,
asking.
Or ability
Okay.
check with the
Listen,
athletics.
listen, guys, hold on. Listen. Slain, I'm gonna need the ability check.
I'm just gonna
Arius, do the saving.
tell
throw.
you right now, it's not gonna matter because you want to know what I rolled?
I think I can guess.
It's a nat 1.
It's
Oh,
a
You
nat
rolled-
one.
You rolled 2 nat 1s.
I rolled 2 nat 1s.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hallelujah.
So even with the help
Can I
action-
describe how I fail after you decide how it's gonna go?
Yeah, well, to be clear, what's going to happen is you're going to fall onto that rune. But go ahead and tell me more details about it.
Literally, he just pops me in the chest as I start saying why he shouldn't do that, and I go like, my arms are up in the air, and I'm like explaining, like, oh, you shouldn't really be doing that. Like, you know, I make a little triangle with my hands for a second, like, Mo would not like, and he just pushes me, I just fall ass first onto it.
Where my face
Beautiful.
is waiting. Oh, sorry. Go on.
As stop.
Sorry, I
as
only date symbols.
as you
Okay.
are
Only
falling
dates.
through the air toward this rune, but first,
Nice.
you
Ass first.
start
Titty
to
first.
remember the last time that you were shoved around in this manner.
Oh God, I don't like where this is going.
Oh,
That's
I
gonna bring us.
remember that very, very deeply.
No, Dad, not the lobster costume.
That is going to bring us here, where we see a young polar bear out on a park bench, a seemingly unnatural habitat that has become all too natural to him. A poor
Did you
commoner.
set me up on the role playing side first?
Yes, I did. Now, this bear is a poor commoner to this society's standards. Arius rests on a park bench near a seemingly uninteresting statue. Arius knows that this statue depicts the god of sea and salt, watcher of the oceans and shore.
Yes.
No one's gonna catch it. Uh-huh. Okay,
No,
We'll
no,
get-
no, no,
Wait, one more
no,
time?
no,
They're,
no,
they're
no.
not going to catch that god. You're going to have to tell them who he is.
we'll get there. That's another part of this intro. Arius resides in a town on the outskirts of a coastal nation known as Chilwyn, with a warm ocean to its west. This town was originally a lucky break for an even younger Arius, who was taken care of by the locals when he was around age 10. But as he grew into the scruffy, matted bear that we see here, the locals often turned up their noses at the chance to aid him, as one of the natural tenets of the Sea Saltians was to honor oneself in times of need.
Wait, do they make taffy?
They do
Listen.
not, as far as I'm aware.
Fuck.
I'm assuming it's seasonal.
Canonically, can we say they make taffy? Because that just seems very appropriate.
Fuck
But
yes!
I don't want to.
There are two tenets to the Sea Saltians. One of them is to always make taffy when presented the opportunity. The other is to honor oneself in times of need, which is often misused by the followers for selfish reasons. Arius, however, was never much one for religion as a whole, as he had prayed countless times to the god of the bear folk,
Does
who
somebody
never
have a
gave an
window
answer.
open, by the way? Because all I hear is birds.
That is my window. Yes, I opened up all my windows when I got home because the house was just stuffy.
Oh, okay.
Fair.
I'm sorry. There are birds. Literally, like I have like 5 bird houses in the trees in front of my house. They are.
Nice.
My
all
bad, sorry, I
squawking.
didn't mean to interrupt.
It's all good. But Arius did pray countless times to the god of the bear folk, who never gave an answer or aid in any way. This lack of aid from both the deities and the common folk alike led him to finding aid in various workhouses, performing odd jobs for those who were willing to pay him, as long as it was a meal and a place to rest for a night or two. But, as you can imagine, that can't last forever, which leads us to this park bench. Arius, I'm going to need a perception and an arcana check. The arcana with disadvantage.
Oh boy, I'm gonna roll the Arcana first
Okay.
Is he using his baby stats?
because my Arcana is only
yes.
+1.
Now that we are in the
Disadvantage,
back...
you said?
Yes.
Oh, well, I got a nat 20, but also I have to go with an 8, so it's a 9 for Arcana. And the other one is just a flat perception.
Bear in mind, you are using young Arius' stats now that we're in a backstory. So you actually have a -1 arcana.
Okay, so it's then it's a 6. But I'll flat roll the perception with a -1. I'm just going to assume it's -1. I don't know what young Arius' stats really should be.
You can pull up his character sheet.
Oh,
in
that's
the actors
another
tab,
nat 20.
and your perception is a +2. So
that's
Beautiful.
22.
okay, so we are going to go with the perception first. On a nat 20, young Arius grew up in the streets, essentially. He was homeless. He was just basically left to his own devices. So he got very good at listening for danger after all the encounters he had with, creatures in the night, people that wanted to mistreat him or abuse him. He got really good at hearing when someone was coming, essentially.
Whoa.
Stop.
Gurgle,
So-
gurgle.
Yeah.
What you hear, little Arius, is
Oh,
a man
Yes.
striding up from the north, heading down to the statue. And you do see, as he kneels in front of it, rests his elbows directly at the statue's feet, and begins to pray. However, with that very low arcana check, you don't know what he's saying because he is speaking in ancient Sea Saltian, which you do not know. You only know modern Sea Saltian.
Probably at this point, he only knows common.
Yeah, that wouldn't really surprise me. But that man was praying for what felt like an eternity. Arius had thought about interrupting the man's prayer to inform him that no god or goddess above will answer, as you know from experience. But right when that thought is crossing your mind, this man begins to glow. He starts to glow white as an outline, brighter than this brazier over here. Just lighting up even all the way up to the face on this 15-foot statue. You gonna do
Okay.
anything about that?
No, I'm not gonna interrupt the man. Like
Just gonna watch
Arius
in awe?
is like he's a little shit, but he's also polite.
Gotcha.
Dude's just hovering. It's a Saturday night. Come on, chill.
Yeah.
So, Arius,
Do
you're
I even have the
awestruck.
energy to interrupt him? I'm not
Watching-
getting full meals a day.
Right. Yeah, you're just awestruck watching this man start to glow as he stands up from this altar. You see him walking over toward the western side here and leaning down to touch his hand to the grass. And you can see sprouts and branches begin to come up through between his fingers. And as he lifts his hands away, a tree springs up from the ground where no seed had been planted. A full adult tree within 2 or 3 seconds. And within just a few more seconds, this tree begins to sprout fruit. Beautiful, not radiant, but golden apples.
I imagine Arius is so like still hungry enough to be like, okay, like he's gonna hover around the side of the tree and be like, okay, when's this guy gonna go away so I can grab like whatever this fruit is?
Well, as soon as Arius stood from the bench, the man was gone. There was one apple that had fallen from the tree that, on that 22 perception, Arius would notice is now missing. But the man has vanished. He is no longer there.
And the tree's like wilting and gone.
Nope, the tree is in full health with the fruit scattered underneath it.
Arius, like little like can we just call him Little Arius? Little
Yeah.
with like a little tackness.
Larius.
Of course.
Yeah, Larius. Little Arius is gonna run up to the tree and like immediately press his hand against it and be like, please, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
This fruit doesn't seem to have any magical effects.
And Arius is gonna try to desperately repeat the words that he just said.
Okay. Give me a religion check.
Flat or with disadvantage? Because I assume
Uh,
it's gonna be with disadvantage.
On a religion, how bad is your religion?
My religion is
I
not.
love that bit.
It's a 1, but to be honest, young Arius would have disadvantage to religion checks. I'm just
It's
gonna do
already
the
pretty
homework.
bad. It's already a -1. But
Yeah, it's already a -1. He's gonna have to do it with disadvantage. There's no other way I
Considering-
see it because he's not been paying attention to any religion in particular. He's like, I'll pray to whoever. See how it goes.
it's not even just a lack of attention. I think with how slighted you've been by not receiving an answer from any god ever, you have actively avoided any religious talk.
So with disadvantage.
Yeah, let's do it with this.
Okay, that's Jesus Christ, what the fuck is happening? That's 2 18s.
2 18s.
-1, so a 17.
Okay.
The fuck?
On a
Rolling
17
two doubles
religion-
in a row, by the way, is 1 in 18,000 odds
Yeah, that's
in the same night.
insane. That's fucking crazy. On a 17 religion check, you can remember some of the more closer to common language phrases that the man said. You're not remembering them perfectly by any stretch, but you remember it enough that you can feel some magic coursing through you. You're not glowing like he did, but you definitely feel something. If nothing else, you're not sure if it's an actual magical reaction from the statue or just your desperation playing tricks on your brain?
All Argus is concerned with is like, maybe I can get a piece of fruit to eat for the night.
Yeah.
That's where his brain is at.
Food,
Right.
honey.
So then are you going over to the grass to try and make another tree?
No, I would immediately go to where the tree was and like try to like touch my hands to, because you said the tree like was still there, right?
Yes, the tree is still there in full health.
Arius, little baby polar bear, is trying to put his hands. The little teenage shithead polar bear. Sorry, let me correct his age. Is immediately putting his hands on the tree after this guy disappeared, trying to repeat what he said, just for a meal.
Right. Well, when you do go over to that tree and put your hand on it, you feel that magic coursing through your veins. And as you lean into the tree, trying to make something happen that you're not even sure what, an apple falls onto your head.
And you die.
You die. No.
Isaac Newton. We no longer have physics in the D&D world. This is the alternate reality where Isaac Newton is a polar bear, and that just happens.
Yeah.
No, if fruit fell on my head, I'd immediately start grabbing it and like trying to eat it.
Yeah, you can eat it, no problem. It's just a very tasty apple. No particular change of feeling other than you eat your fill.
Baby Arius is not concerned because he's just trying to fill his stomach.
Yeah.
Are there any more apples around? He is like, let's
For
go.
every apple that falls onto the ground and you eat, another apple springs up into the leaves of the tree.
I imagine he like keeps eating the ones that are falling until like he's eventually like laying back like belly full, like, oh, this is the most I've eaten in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And then
This
another
is-
apple falls, I guess.
While it's not a great meal, it's food, basically. That's what you're searching for at this point.
I mean, that's a great meal to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you eat your fill, you lay back on the park bench, belly bloated with golden apples.
Oh, I imagine he can make it back to the bark bench. He's like laying at the base of the tree.
Then yeah. I figure it's worth mentioning that it is nighttime, so you are just laying in the soft grass, starting to slowly drift off to sleep a bit now that your stomach is full. Everyone knows you need a nap after a nice meal like that.
Yeah, he would not have moved from that. It's just made a roll for it. Yeah, he's just like very excited because it's the first time he's ever gotten a full meal in a while.
Of course. Now, when you wake up, it is the next morning, and the tree is still there. There's still the same amount of apples. None of them seem to have even gotten squishy over the night, let alone rotted or anything like that. Is there anything that you do the following morning?
I put out a sign in front of the tree. Apples, 25 cents.
I see.
Profiteering, understandable.
Uh-huh.
Give me...
An apple, asshole.
By the way, I mean 25 cents in like it's 2 copper, like the
Yeah.
average price for an apple
in world currency.
Yeah, in real world currency. What am I rolling again?
I was gonna say performance or persuasion, but they're both charisma, so just give me a persuasion.
Oh, you could have said performance because I have a 2 to performance and I have a 5 to persuasion.
You don't.
And that does not
Hold on.
matter much because it's just a 13.
Remember, this is backstory. You're using Little Arius' stats.
Oh
You can
god,
see
not
the
your
that's
own.
stats
right.
if you click on the polar bear, baby polar bear.
So what
Yeah.
is an 8 to low Arius' stats? Because that's what I rolled on the die. Let me just give you the dice rolls, then you can tell me like what low Arius' stats are.
Okay. Yeah. An 8 on the die, you said?
An 8 on the die.
Then that is a 9. He does have a +1 to charisma. On a 9, you convince 2 people throughout the course of the entire day to pay for an apple. But most people just wait until you're not looking and just take one off the ground. When another one sprouts in its place, you're not going to notice.
I imagine Arius is just like looking at the 4 copper in his hands, like, yes. Not noticing the people behind him just clearly stealing apples.
Not to mention the fact that that's even just for the people that pay attention to you. Like I said before, one of the tenets of these Sea Saltians is to honor oneself in times of need, which basically means ignore the homeless to a lot of them. So a lot of them don't even acknowledge you as existing, let alone
Their taffy is
paying for an apple.
This is actually very good lore for this god. So, like, I'm gonna have to call you back and like be like, okay, I gotta write this down.
Yeah. Don't worry, I have it all in a notepad here.
Why do we both do that? I feel like we
'Cause-
both have just a shit ton of notes about a lot of
Oh,
bullshit,
God.
and none of it is relevant when we actually play.
I have so many. I have so much stuff. So many lore tabs. But
Anyway,
come the close of the day, no more people are walking by the park. You've made your 4 copper. Are you gonna pray to the statue again, or are you just gonna take the tree as it grows?
I always hate the phrase, I feel like this was what my character would do, because usually it's followed by fuckery. But honestly, I feel like what he would do is like look at the statue with like a look like, I prayed to you a bunch of times, what have you done for me? And then he's gonna go like lay down and sleep next to the tree. He's, by the way,
Okay.
he's like 14, 15 at this point, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
teenagers.
totally as a young dumb teen gonna go just like, hey, I've heard the statue a bunch of times. I'm just gonna lay down and nap next to the tree. What have you done for me? Actually, he's gonna raise not his middle finger, but his like pinky finger, and like a fuck you,
Ooh,
and then go sleep.
I see. Moving even further forward in the future, the following morning, the tree, even with your disrespect of this gift, basically, the tree is still there. The fruit is still plentiful. There is something different that happens today, though. So, let me look through my notes here.
I feel like I'm being set up long term for this. Everything I say has consequences.
Always. Every
Always.
time.
I'm a DM too. I'm setting up my own consequences. I know they're coming.
So, this day, there are a lot fewer people coming by the park than there are usually. Not for any, concerning reason. It's just not as
At
nice
this
of a
point,
day.
I've like I built up like a little stand out of like discarded wood, and I'm like a lemonade standing this.
I love that. The few people that do pass by don't even pay any attention. Not even gonna make you make
Hey,
a
you want an
persuasion
apple?
check. They do not care. They are looking as far away as possible. They're doing that thing that, like a white
The
woman in
polite
Chicago
we're not looking at them.
trying to walk as fast as she can past everyone.
What we call the New Yorker Express.
Exactly.
I do those to Girl Scouts.
But
Just
that's
because.
even just for the few people that are there, because in the morning you can tell that the skies are gray, the weather's changing, it's probably going to rain soon. There's also a very brisk breeze flowing by, so not many people out. And the people that are out just are out because they have to be.
Wow. Baby Arya is really invested in this little thing, and it's not working out for him.
Yeah.
Now,
with that said, one of the people that does pass by is a beautiful rabbit folk woman. Oh my god, I lost connection to the server.
No.
How dare.
Weird. Am I back? Cool. Anyway. You see a beautiful rabbit folk woman wearing a light blue silk sundress, even in this not ideal weather. If you would be so kind as to give me a history check, which is -1.
flat or with disadvantage?
Flat. This one is going to be flat.
It's the net fucking 20.
It's a nat 20. You need to not be so extreme with your rolls.
I can't. The dice do the thing.
I'm putting your dice in a cup of water.
No, you can't put these in dice jail. They have like these green dice have rolled so well for me for so long. They are always going to be a part of anything I play. They are actually not allowed when I roll as a DM because they roll too well. But they do come out when I play.
Well, if ever there was a check to get a nat 20 on, this is a pretty good one. So, wow. On a nat 20 history check, you recognize this person as Elra. Elra. She is a known Sea Saltian and church official from Inner Chillwyn. And something that you know about Inner Chillwyn is that religion is more active and celebrated. It's kind of like the Vatican of this world.
Yeah, I get you.
Where, everyone's the same religion. That's just what they do. But you recognize her as a church
religious
official.
fascist.
Yeah. It's a theocracy.
But, yeah, it's not great.
It happens. I don't have a token for her because I forgot to make one, so use your imagination. Is there anything you'd like to say to her? Ask her?
Oh wait, what, is she just like walking by?
She is walking by and she has taken notice.
I immediately
of your
grab one of the apples off the table and as the little salesman that Arius is, he runs up. He's like, "Would you like an apple?"
She leans down, takes an apple in her hand. She takes the apple in her hand and places a gold piece on the table.
I can't make change for this.
No need, she says. She leans down on her knees in front of the table, just to meet you at eye level, and smiles at you, taking the apple and taking a bite. She sets the apple down and smiles. Says, "Did you grow this yourself?"
No, I can't take credit for that. Someone else did.
Someone else.
I prayed to the tree, and it's still giving me fruit.
You prayed to the tree. So a young man of religion, I see.
I mean,
you
see what you see before you.
I guess you're not really deceiving her. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. It's +1.
Persuasion. I have a +5 normally. It's only a +1.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is flat, right?
Yes.
Oh god, it's not cocked. It just rolled onto my notepad, and it's a 4, so that's a 5.
A 4. Okay.
Damn you, green dice! You were giving me the best and the worst roll.
These roll too well. Okay.
Yeah,
then
I grow them. The tree grows them. I just sell them.
on a 5 persuasion. Okay, give me also a perception. Yeah, give me a perception or technically insight. Both are +2.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
You said that's a nat 20?
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god. Okay. So on a 5 persuasion
What are
roll
my fucking dice
and-
doing right now?
and a nat 20 perception, you know that you have not convinced her that you are of a holy demeanor of any kind. She can almost certainly tell that
Would
you're
you like
not
to see
a
the
religious
tree?
follower. She is going to take another bite of the apple, stand up, and walk toward the tree.
Yeah, this is the one. I walk over like gingerly, put my arm on it. I feel like I've taken up a lot of time in this session right now.
It's all
But
good.
anyway, I'm gingerly putting my arm on it. Like, yeah, this is the one.
She is going to nod, finish off the apple, and toss the core back onto the ground to become compost.
That's good. We'd prefer if you put it in the pile over there because then, I don't have to rake it up later. But anyway, I've only worked here for a day. But how'd you like the apple?
It was delicious.
Would you like
And
more apples?
She
I'm
puts the hand up.
starting a subscription service where I deliver the apples daily to your house.
Subscriptions and MLMs. I love this guy.
God. She is going to put a hand up, take the core over to the pile, and hand you a piece of paper and walk off.
May I read the piece of paper?
Yeah, absolutely.
What does it say?
The piece of paper describes 2 things. One of them is how this tree came to exist. It goes in depth about what exactly a cleric is and how they were able to conjure up what is essentially a wish that this tree may give food to those who need it by praying to a deity. The other thing that it mentions, well, rather that it has on it, is a map. And you can see scrawled underneath the map is "Find us at this reprieve." And there's a mark in the middle of the woodland area on the map.
Well, boy, I'm gonna have to hire some people that handle this apple business while I'm gone.
You can try, but I will tell you now, your persuasion to passersby has not been very good. I doubt any of them will want to work for you.
With the way the dice are rolling for me right now, with 2 nat 1s, then 2 nat 20s, I don't know. I should make that roll.
And a 4, so
Tell you
now
what.
you're in the lower roll.
And a 4, and a 4. That's fair.
If we want to time skip to the next day,
Let's time skip.
okay, go ahead and give me a persuasion roll. Just flat.
Woo.
Is this with my young Argus stats?
Yes, that is a +1.
Unless you
I will say that Arius is like, I have my thriving Apple business. I was expecting this to be my whole introduction to Moklamad, but not yet apparently.
I used everything that you sent me, so
You did.
bear in mind, you didn't even bring up Moglamod until the last paragraph of your thing.
I told you we needed 6 edits.
Yeah.
I wrote him. Oh, okay, let's make that roll. Okay, that's a 1.
That's a nat 1.
That's
Persuasion.
another nat 1.
Not only is no one going to work for your Apple business, one of the people you ask spits on you. And just walks away. Not even in like a, oh my God told me to do this. He's just like, fuck this kid.
I'm just going to take a -1 on my next Constitution roll for health because I need to level up Arius for level 3.
Yeah. Well, unless you're leveling up little Arius, no need to worry about that too much.
I don't think I need to level up all Arius unless
No.
there's a time travel mechanic that I'm not aware of.
Right. Moving forward to that night, after you tried and tried to persuade people to join your business, quote unquote, you encounter a group of hoodlums.
Shoot them.
Hoodlums.
These hoodlums have heard about this infinite fruit-giving tree and have decided that they want it for themselves. Give me a... Actually, you would be sleeping by this point, so we're going to use your passive perception, which is 12. You wake up just as the final cut is made with an axe.
Jesus Christ, these kids never read the book about the goose and the golden egg. When you cut it open, you don't get the egg anymore, guys.
Uh-huh. So they have finished chopping down this tree, and you wake up to the sounds of branches breaking.
I imagine I wake
the
up to just that
thuds of the
crack.
apples. Yeah. And this tree is not only no more, but all of the apples that are currently on the ground rot immediately.
I am going to grab my bag, which I imagine because Arius is a street kid, so he has all this shit in one bag, and I'm going to immediately run. Like, don't care what direction I'm taking off in. Front door, whatever that direction faces, I am just going.
Okay. These hoodlums, they try their best to keep you there so they can teach you a lesson about taking over their park, but they fail. You do...
Holy shit, I was in a park this whole time?
Yes.
Like, no one in the park facility was like, this kid's like selling fruit out of a tree. Like, we deal with that? No,
Nope.
nature.
The few people who
Park
regarded
droids.
you didn't really care all that
Yeah,
much.
you're basically in a New York style park. Nobody gives
Yeah.
a shit.
No one cares.
You're just in the United States.
Until
of
I'm being
America.
murdered, in
your
which case
home.
I am just running in the opposite direction right now.
You're in Philly specifically.
Okay, beautiful.
That
Then
does not make me
you-
feel better.
No, it's not supposed
It
to.
makes me feel worse.
So you
But yeah, I'm running.
start running. And as you're running, you do recall that map that Elra gave to you. Are you going to run toward that reprieve? Or are you just going to... Where are you running, if not that?
Well, like I said, I started running straight out my door because there are people burning down like this dying tree. Like, nothing's going well for me. I clearly bit off more than I can chew. And man, not a good day. Not a good day for artists.
Not a good day at all.
But he is running straight at this door. Does he have like a reason to run to any of those, or is he just
This question I'm asking is probably about 15 or 20 minutes of running later. You've been running for a while.
He has been running
You're out of
for a
harm's
while.
way. These kids are nowhere to be seen. You know that they probably just wanted the tree and wanted to bully someone smaller than them.
Holy shit!
You've been
I'm
running
that
for a
taller than
while.
him. I'm like, he's 1 inch taller than me. Why? Why did he burn down the tree? Like, he has parents. They love him. I'm so
You-
orphaned with like a tree that grants fruit. Apparently, I'm the bad guy, but whatever. Apparently that's the moral we're working from here now. But
So as you are running, you realize that you have ran in almost the exact path toward that reprieve. If you want to go there, you can. If not, it's fine. But it's starting to rain, and
I
it's
will
coming down.
definitely go towards the reprieve in the rain.
Okay. Now, you make your way to this reprieve, and you see the main entrance to it is an archway with a triangular symbol toward the top. As you make your way inside, give me a perception check.
Flat, with my modifier.
Yep, just flat, and that is perception is +2.
So a 12.
That's a 12. Okay. On a 12, you see a note in the same handwriting that was on the note that you were given at the park, with Little Bear written across the front. You are you
I,
gonna read
like-
that note?
I am definitely gonna read that note.
All right. On that note, you see one single line. We know believers when we see them, and we do not have time to convert non-believers. Find your own faith, and we will assist you once you do.
I literally like stick my middle finger up to the note and then like shoved it into the dirt. I take an extra like moment to like press it in. Like I get mud on my like nice white paws, but like I try to brush it off. And obviously, it's not going anywhere
No.
because
Anything
it's
you try to brush
mud.
it off on just becomes more dirty.
Yes, but he does that. He's like, "Fuck it," and he goes straight to where he is already going.
Yeah. You head inside this old, decrepit, musty, what you can only assume was once a sanctuary just based on the stonemanship, but has not been taken care of for at least a decade, if not several. So you head inside, and before you, in the darkness, you have very limited vision. All you can see is a stone table with that same triangular symbol that you saw in the archway.
So we're at about the last like. Okay, so like if I am looking at that, I'm just gonna like give it a little touch.
You're going to give it a little touch.
A little
Okay.
touch.
As you touch it, you feel that that stone table suddenly becomes warm to your touch. Not anything like a stone table should be. Underneath your paw, you start to see a light just barely begin to glow. And as that's happening, a sudden crack of thunder scares you to the point of pulling your paw off, and the light dies down.
As like I'm almost scared off, I guess. So I'm not completely scared.
No, definitely not completely
Poke it a
scared.
little.
Just enough to inform you that it is you causing that light to turn on.
Yeah. I'm like also poking the table.
Okay. That light, the more you touch the table, the brighter the light shines.
My name's Arius. What's yours? As I look towards, like, I'm assuming that, like, it's lightning and thunder, or do I need to roll a perception for that?
The lightning and thunder is outside. You're in basically an abandoned cathedral.
Okay, so yeah, I am not actually gonna poke those. Then I am gonna like take a step back.
Okay. As you step back, you do see runes on the floor. And unlike before, when that light was dying down, you see that the light is becoming brighter. Significantly brighter.
For me
And-
stepping back.
Yes. Enough to illuminate the statue behind the stone table.
Okay, what does the statue look like?
The statue, you see, as that light becomes brighter, you see a placard on the bottom of the statue that says Moglamod.
Are you kidding me?
And right after your eyes dart to that, right after you see that, the light from the triangle on the stone table becomes blinding for just a moment. Obviously, reactionary. You close your eyes, turn away from it. But as you
I
turn
assume
back,
I am blinded by the light.
Yes.
Am I the light?
Is he wrapped up like a deuce?
Yeah.
The night.
That would be fair.
as you turn back to see the light is starting to die down, and you can see that from behind your eyelids, just how it's casted on the wall behind you. As you turn back to look at the light, you see that the statue is no longer there. But the woman depicted in the statue is standing in front of you, just a being of golden light. You gonna speak to her?
How
touch her?
conscious or unconscious is Syl at this moment?
You're tired from all the running, but you're awake. I mean, it
And
is.
how baby is he?
He is. He's still mid-teenager, so he's pretty baby. He's not really experienced with any of this, but he has a
kind of just
consciousness.
ran in on a situation that he probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, doesn't really understand. Maybe shouldn't, but
Well, it's a good thing baby Syl rolled all those nat 20s on baby
True.
Syl.
The being of light that you see before you is going to lean down. She is probably quadruple your height. She is very tall. Big woman.
She's a giant woman.
All I want to do.
Oh, mama.
Turn into
Giant woman. She is going to lean down to you. Try her best to get on eye level. She has to be slouching and
So
on her
quite
knees to
a
even.
kneel. Like you really gotta
Quite
like
the
you really
kneel.
gotta have the thigh strength for that.
Oh yeah, and she's got some strong thighs. She's a big woman with nice, strong thighs.
Meaty.
Think that
Anyway.
save lives.
Crush me with
She-
your thighs, Mom.
She puts a finger under your chin
Oh, shit!
and says,
Mm-mm-mm.
"My child, I have watched your devotion to both yourself and a variety of other deities for some time now. I could use the help of someone so steadfast."
Are you coming on to me? This is
Mm.
coming on to me, right?
Come in.
She puts a thumb on your cheek, and guys, I promise we're getting close to the end here. I know this one's ran a little bit long.
No,
Um,
that absolutely sounds like we're gonna have like a huge like random dichotomy of like, oh hey, what's this person able to do?
She is going to put her thumb on your cheek, cup your head in her hand, basically. And a brilliant flash of light, not blinding, but a warm glow, emanates from her. And you can see first the mud that was on your paw that you used to press into the note vanishes. Your fur becomes, instead of matted, it becomes silky and a beautiful white. And you find yourself in a uniform of sorts. It is a very businessman-like uniform.
Are you
And-
talking about my character? Did
Yes.
he? Oh no. I
She
have a business uniform? No.
she removes her hand from your face and holds out a beautiful golden clipboard
Oh
with a
no.
pen.
Oh no. I
You're an
made this character up
evangelical
now. I have to play them.
There's a pen
Mormon boy.
that
Just another pyramid.
has a golden triangle on it, chained to the clipboard. And she tells you, I will keep you fed, healthy, and happy if you will join my religion. No strings attached.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the one on your clipboard.
For just a
I'm
moderate
making
amount of
notes
work,
of my clipboard right now.
for just a moderate amount of work, you will, for all intents and purposes, be your own boss.
I knew it. Fuck you.
Be your own boss. Nope.
Yes.
I was gonna say
Arius, my friend, important question. Will you sign the clipboard?
Absolutely not.
You won't?
No, Arius he did not sign up for this. He got chosen for this as
You're right.
Moglamod's little what would you call them? Like assistant? He
Yeah.
basically got kind of accidentally put in position, but he didn't sign up for anything.
Okay. You were essentially chosen for this position. Since you're not going to sign it actively, give me a wisdom saving throw.
God damn you. You're gonna make me roll the green dice again?
Nobody's making you. You have other decisions.
I have metal dice too, but they have not been rolling great either.
Maybe today's the day you break their streak.
Oh, that's 17 plus
Plus 2
17.
for Lilarius.
so 19. It's not
A
bad.
19.
How the fuck?
Here's the thing. The DC was 20.
Has anyone checked the weather for
Here's a
Atlanta this weekend?
goddess.
No, I don't live there. Why would I check it?
Asking the group of which only
Hey,
one
all
person
you
is
people
going
who
to
don't live in
FWA.
Atlanta, what's the weather?
I don't live in Atlanta.
Exactly my
I'll,
point.
I'll be in Atlanta this week because I'm going to FWA.
Yeah, that's hold on.
That's why he's asking.
No, I know what it is. That's why I'm asking you guys if
What I'm
anyone else
saying
is
is
in
you
it.
don't ask the group, you ask the other person who's going.
I'm asking the group. Fuck
He's
it.
asking the group.
Anyway, the
because
answer's
I'm gonna
no.
just gonna Google it for him and tell him.
Oh, I already like
He
no,
has
like
a
that's why
computer
I'm.
in front of him.
Think that matters?
You sure?
ever?
I actually
No.
have two
We're living in the
computers in
21st
front of me.
century.
One of them is a laptop.
So
Well,
on a
what-
19
the
wisdom
Norms on
save,
Friday night.
And I'm an 18 because it's -1.
wisdom
How
save.
am I doing
is-
like the best rolls with like the worst equipment?
I can't wait to see how adult Arius fucks us up.
So based on the DC, which you did not reach, you feel your hand magically move to the pen and sign this golden clipboard.
God damn it.
In an instant, Moglamod vanishes. The light from the
Ah.
table does still glow, only just enough to illuminate the room. And Arius is given 3 things. And I want you to add these to adult Arius's inventory. So the first thing that Arius is given is an infinitely refilling pack of business cards.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, so I failed the roll on this, and now
Are you sure it shouldn't be
you know what? I made the MLM god, so this is what I get punished for. But
Yep.
plus
Wasn't he throwing brochures and
infinitely
not-
Hold on.
refilling business
Austin,
cards.
I'm getting to that.
Okay. This is
So
opposite
refilling pack
alleys,
of business
dude.
cards. Just so you know, what is on those business cards is Arius Stoltz in big bold letters, and then beneath it, Moglamod LLD, which stands for Limited Liability Deity.
It's amazing.
That is perfect.
That is horrifying.
Wow.
You are also given a magical satchel, a la a bag of holding, but it will not store items. However, it can infinitely produce Moglamod LLD brochures.
So I have a bag of holding that will hold anything.
Is that a play on LLC, by the way?
Yes, it is.
And
Just
the
wanted to be sure.
this magical satchel will not hold anything. If you try to push something into it, it's like one of those fake
This
pockets
affects
in
other
jeans.
campaigns, by the way, because Mogulmon was just a joke god, but now he is become like full form in function.
Brought this upon
You
yourself.
put it in your backstory,
I did.
so I just
I
rolled with
really
it.
did. I was just like, yeah, he's gonna be fun. He's just
So
this
you-
dumb joke god. Nope.
You get the
he is very
infinitely
real
refilled
now, and
pack
he is
business
coming
cards.
for all of us. You understand? He's coming for you too.
You also get the magical satchel, and you also get, this one's a little less fun, a single golden card with Moglamod's name on it that you can pray to when there are no shrines available. Which, as a cleric, you would now, as adult Arius, know that's how you get the power without having to pray to a shrine.
Hmm.
You basically got your boss's phone number.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
for all intents and purposes, yes. That brings us back to the Twilight Grove,
Oh.
where I can pull you all into the scene where you have fallen onto this rune. I hate that it's not centered. Why did I do that? You fall onto this rune, and you see that the 2 smaller runes next to you begin to glow. Hut is going to ask you, please stay here. We will return shortly. And is going to start leading everyone else away.
This is getting weird.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
With that,
By the way,
Oh.
Bryce, you just gave Moog and me a lot of stakes all of a sudden.
yes, I did.
Steak.
Well, fuck you. But also, kudos.
Now, if I could remember who's who, that would be nice.
Probably an owl.
Monska, probably. Okay, you all make your way
Who's who?
north. Who's who? You all make your way north, except for Arius, of course, who is staying on the rune down to the east.
Yes.
Up north, you find another rune that is very similar. However, it has the same symbol as Badger's brand on it.
Badger
Ooh.
brand.
It's not
Badger
centered.
brand cereal, all about new from Mattel.
I push him on.
Badger.
I already went on it. I don't know what you're talking
Push him
about.
extra.
I slap you.
Badger You stand on the rune, and as you are taking that final step onto it, we flash back to your backstory. You can see, correct?
I believe so.
Fancy. Hmm.
Okay.
It's
good.
snowy.
Nope, I'm going full Ray Charles.
Up here, we see a young badger.
Aww.
Up
He's,
toward the northern outskirts of Chillwyn, we come across an area known as the Chillbreath Forest, where the only creatures that reside here are those with nowhere else to go. We see this young Frostwolf pup striding his way through the snow and ice, leaving soft paw prints in the powdery snow behind him. Obviously, as a Frostwolf, no stranger to these cold temperatures. But we see a young badger who is out foraging, finding whatever mysteries these snowlands have to offer. While he is able to be composed when he must go into towns for supplies, Badger is more often the type to let out his feral, instinctual side here in the world, traveling from place to place, finding anything and everything he can find, from long-forgotten treasures in caverns to the rolling hills to the east. He's an explorer, both in heart and mind.
Yes.
Obviously, he's found his fair share of danger in the wild, but has always triumphed over every challenge that every environment has put to him.
Explored a lot of holes.
A lot of holes. So
Uh-huh.
many holes. Any
that
hole he
movie
can
and
find. Uh-huh. Here, we see Badger walking over an icy lake, where the surface is completely solid, but you can see the water rushing beneath it. As you step over it, you can feel the wind hitting your face. You look down and you can see debris from what seems to be a shipwreck much further to the northeast.
Oh.
And I am going to ask for a history check for
boy.
young Badger. That is a plus
Yeah.
2.
Huh.
You did make the DC.
Okay.
You would know that shipwrecks are fairly common in this area because ships that come from the eastern harbors where, you know, it's very spring-like, all the hills are very green, the water is very warm. As they move toward the north, a lot of them do not plan for how icy and rough the waters are here in the northeast.
Mm.
So shipwreck
Shipwrecks.
debris is very common. It is not out of place flowing underneath your feet. As you move,
would be very uncommon. Like underneath your feet. If you're
as
new.
you move closer to the edge of this frozen lake, or what appears to be the edge because of snowdrifts, you see footprints in the snow.
Ooh.
These footprints, on first glance, might be your own. You do circle back a lot. But as you get closer, you see that they're about double the size of your footprints. Moving even further inland, you see an abandoned sled and these snowshoes. Give me a perception check. And this is going to be opposed against something. I'm not telling you what yet.
It's hidden.
Yep. That it is. As it should be. You notice, before anything can happen, a group of poachers come out from
God.
behind these trees. One of them has a trained wolf, and there are 4 of them.
Badger gonna
Oh.
die.
We are going to roll initiative.
Oh God.
You
Oh,
like
God.
combat, so here we are.
He dies.
At combat, I don't like to die.
It'd
Yeah,
be
you
really
do
funny
do
if
a
he
lot of
dies
that,
in his
don't
own
you?
past.
Yep, if you die, re-roll character. No, I'm just kidding. Not gonna.
Yeah, you were
ever
just a
repeat
figment
that.
of your
die.
imagination. You've been haunting the underground for years.
Attraction.
So the group of poachers, to no one's surprise, wins the initiative
Mm-hmm.
and will
That does-
take the first turn.
Mm-hmm.
Upon seeing you,
God, I don't even have
They-
sleep. He didn't give me sleep. See that?
if you want, you can pull anything from your current spell book if you think Young Badger would know it.
I wouldn't know what he knows at this time. I wasn't even sure like how far back we went because these guys lived 400 years, and I think my dude is only like level 30 as an adult, or not level
Right.
30, but age 30.
Level
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Damn, you really
Same
rolled
thing.
You know what I
Level
mean, not what I
30,
say.
man.
Haven't you?
You know what I
Um,
mean, not what I say.
Before they take their action for this turn, I'm going to ask that you make me another perception check.
Oh boy. Mm-hmm.
God, Badger.
Yeah.
It's so hard to work with your and
I
Syl's
know.
rolls.
Like, how do you think I feel?
Okay, on a 3, there's people there. They're
Mhm.
looking at you. Wow, okay. One of them,
It's hard to
Is
believe
going-
you made it to 30.
I know.
right? One of them is going to unsheath their crossbow and take a shot at you.
Unsheath. Oof.
Probably a crit.
Probably.
13. A 13 will hit.
Yep.
They're going to roll the damage.
I'm almost dead already.
That is 11 damage.
I'm at 1 HP. What do you?
Yes, you are.
Badger, you've got to be shitting me, my dude.
I haven't even
That's
done
even
anything.
his fault. Like what?
That is the end.
It is his fault because
of
he's
their
the
turn.
one rolling. He needs to go find somebody else to roll the dice for him.
It's your turn.
But could
What
I
would you
use
like to
shield?
do?
No, I gotta read up on shield again.
Yeah, you have it, so you can definitely
For
use it.
reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, you can use it. If you want to retroactively use it before that attack, it would let's see. Yeah, it would +5 bonus to your AC. So if you want to retroactively use it, you can.
That would protect you for the rest of your turn. Well, until
Yeah.
your turn.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because it's right for 1 round. Yeah.
And
No,
if
I
your
refuse
initiative
to
order
use
is
it.
last,
Well, because I mean, I'm already almost dead. I got 1 hit point. Like, what? Oh no.
Do you want to retroactively use it before, or do you want to use it now?
Well, if it's kind of cheating though if I say behind. We'll just use it from now on.
Okay.
I'm already at 1 hit point.
So
We
you're
don't
at 1
care if
hit
you
point?
cheat. You can cheat. You're the
Yeah.
one person I think that can.
Yeah. Your armor class is temporarily 16. So that's
Mhm.
fun. And you take no damage from magic missile, which guess what? These poachers don't have.
Don't have. Yeah.
So,
Mm.
is there anything else that you would like to do on your turn? That was a reaction. You
That was
still
a
have an
reaction,
action
anyway.
bonus.
Oh.
Firebolt. That's fun. Go ahead and roll the attack.
Oh.
A 13 meets it, beats it. Go ahead and roll damage.
thank God. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Dude, you got
Bro.
to be kidding
I,
me.
These
I don't
poachers have
gonna-
3 health, right?
No.
Yep.
Even if they did, that would only be a third of
God,
it.
it's like it
Never
wants me to
seen-
die.
no,
I swear to
exactly.
God, this
I've never
wants me
seen
to
a
die.
game give somebody a swirly before, but I think this is the equivalent of that.
You send the smallest needle of a firebolt toward them.
Everyone's
and-
ever seen, yeah.
It leaves a little bit of ash on one of their cheeks. They take 1 damage. Is that the end of your turn?
God.
Badger, Badger, Badger.
Gonna die. Gonna die.
So it is their turn.
Yep.
Except it might not be. And here's why. There is a second group. These, I'm using
bro.
the same token, which will probably get confusing later, but these are not poachers.
Are they poacher
These
poachers?
are essentially what is the old equivalent of PETA members.
They're actually pouch.
These are animal protection activists,
Hmm.
basically focused on the conservation of wildlife and the violent hunting of poachers.
That's one way to put it.
So they're going to roll initiative and get inside this turn order. They're going to roll a 10, which is not bad. But it is this group of poachers' turn first. What they are going to do is something that I'm going to put in private. Okay, they do see the protective activists, and they are going to take a shot on them.
Because God knows if they take a shot on me, I'm
Oh, that
Your
is
shield
still
still.
private. Yeah, you're
That's
fine.
if my shield protects me.
It's okay when you roll a nat 1.
Okay,
We'll find
that
out
hits.
that it does.
They'll roll damage on the protective activists. That is 7. That's exciting.
Mhm.
I can do math. Don't question me.
I'm not questioning,
These are
but
some
I am
weird
judging.
numbers. Okay, that is the end of their turn. That is your turn, Mr. Badger.
Well, they took damage already. They took 1 damage, but they took damage.
That is correct. So if you want to toll the dead,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Oh God, what
One.
if they save?
1 damage.
They're going to-
Ah.
make a wisdom saving throw.
I lost connection.
Yeah, so did I.
I've reestablished a connection.
Damn.
He made
Yep.
the wisdom save.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but I want to keep this shit train going.
No.
Understandable.
It's far too funny.
Anything else you'd like to do, Badger?
God. Well. Fuck. I can't even move my token if I wanted to.
Oh, is it paused?
No. I haven't been able to move any. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Think on the positive side. At least you haven't.
Wait.
fallen
Do I
through
only
the
have 30
ice
or
yet.
35 movement?
Does
My
adult?
normal movement's 35. But
Yeah,
I
then
don't
you have
know.
35. I just forgot to program it. There you go.
Okay. Cool. See. Getting run over to the far corner of the fuck. I mean, like, I wanted them to duke it out because I know, fuck, dude. Like, really?
Like I said, at least you,
You
haven't
know what?
fallen through the ice yet.
You know what?
Yeah.
Fuck
Yet.
it. Fuck this. Wait, how do I get rid of the? There we go. Bite attack. I don't
Okay.
actually. It's not
ahead.
programmed in.
What, balls
I have nothing else. What do you want me to do? I'm gonna die anyway. God, I think I'm just so used to playing a paladin. This is my natural. Fuck. I guess it's just gonna be 1d20 because I don't have the thing pulled up in front of me.
Oh shit.
Oh, what is my efficiency? 2. And what is my? Oh fuck! Because my strength is way low in this one.
Ugh.
Yes, it is. You're a wolf pup.
So it's yeah, it's just gonna be flat because I don't have a plus. I have a +2 to proficiency, but since his strength is -2,
Yep.
me. Of
Okay,
course,
so
yeah, I
unfortunately,
miss.
a 5 doesn't hit.
God fucking.
Love you, Badger.
I love you too. The game does not love me.
No, it does not.
No, your dice don't love you.
So it is the protective activist's turn. They're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, get right up in the biz.
What?
And they are going to make 3 attacks on the poachers.
Damn.
They have multi-attack. They are a group after all. So we're going to
Fucking
make
PETA.
3 attacks. 16 hits. 13 hits.
What? What?
10 does not hit. So, in that case, that is going to be 13 damage against the group of poachers.
Damn.
They are not looking good after being sliced and stabbed by these protective activists. They're not feeling it. But that said, it is their turn. They are going to reply in kind and take 2 dagger attacks against the other group. Didn't mean to send it twice.
Oh God.
I thought there was about to be 2 of them.
That would have been crazy. So obviously the crit hits. The 10 does not hit. So they are going to roll critical damage. That is 11 damage to the protective activists. They are dead.
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding. They're not.
I was gonna say they rolled fucking. Yeah, one was a 4 and one was a 3. They almost rolled max damage.
Yeah, almost. Fuck's sake. It's your turn again.
Oh. Oh, since Toll of the Dead. Because that was one thing I did look. I don't have. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter now because I'm not going to use it. But Freezing Howl. I would have used it earlier if I was next to them, but now the friendlies are there too.
Fair.
Let's see.
Let's find out. Do they make their wisdom save again? Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
How about we
Right.
find out now?
Yeah, I agree.
On the
We have the
computer.
internet.
They failed.
Dead failed.
Do
so
your
I think
D12 of damage.
I think it's other. Right.
9. There's the rolls, buddy.
Yes.
Finally.
Yay.
I cannot explain to you
If I
how
died
pained
from this.
these guys are. They are all holding their heads in agony after hearing that horrible ringing in their ears that just does not seem to go away.
Baby's verse bell toll.
Baby's first bell toll. And will that be the end of your turn?
Bite. Let's see. Hold on.
Nom.
Well, I forgot you put the thing down here, so I can just click the buttons now. I believe.
You're a pup. You don't have bite. You have nom.
Nom.
Nom attack.
Namaste. I forget what that actually means.
I think it's a 1d6. Like 13 is their DC.
Yes.
I heard
13
a
hits.
Wendy's.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I think it's 1d6.
For a bite attack, I believe so.
Yay! One.
Woo!
One is better than none.
That leaves them on death's door.
Oh,
The
Then that'll
badge
be
is
the
back
end
in
of my turn.
town. The badge is back in town.
Luckily
I'm
enough,
still rolling 1, so.
it is the other group of poachers' turn.
Just rolling ones.
They are going to make the dagger multi-attack again. 3 attacks.
One hit.
Yep, that is 1 hit. Rolling damage, that is 8 piercing damage.
They dead.
You thought they were looking like they were on death's door before. They're looking way worse now.
Mm.
They are bleeding from the ears, from the nostrils. They're not quite dead though. But they are right there.
Debbie Deader.
It is their turn. Now, I'm going to have you roll this box of doom. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Alright. Where's the box of numeral?
They are going to make 1 dagger attack against you.
I figured they would. Use my reaction if I need to.
That is a 12.
Well, my armor class is 11, but like, I need to cast shield again then, right?
Yeah, you can as a reaction.
As long as you have the spell slots for it.
He does.
Oh,
Yeah, that ups your AC. That will not hit. That's your turn.
aha! Huzzah! Let's see here. Spellbook. There we go. Do this again.
Beautiful. DC
Do it.
12 Wisdom.
Woo!
On
Yeah.
they have failed. Even if
Oh my god, Badger.
they had 1 hit point left.
No, of course they did, but still, what the fuck?
So,
Dude.
yeah, Jesus
Mhm.
Christ, man.
How many ones did I roll?
Wait, did he
Like,
just won them again? Because I was paying
Yes.
attention. Oh my god.
Yeah, but it was enough to kill them, at least. So that's good.
It's like a tiny elf just stabbing a giant in the foot 1,000 times.
More like a tiny L,
This group of poachers
like a
on one
wasp.
final toll of this bell drop. The snow surrounding them turning red with the blood that is leaking out of them. They shit themselves. It's a sight to see.
I mean, I shit myself too. I'm at 1 HP.
I do it.
I mean,
Mm.
thing is, you're a wolf, so it's fair. I mean, you,
Oh,
you shit,
yeah, I
you
just-
shit
yeah.
in the snow. It's fine. They shit their pants. And on that note, they have died. You have successfully killed these poachers. Give me another perception check.
Barely though, like barely. I'm just saying.
You're fine.
Hey, barely is still a win.
That was almost a 1. It landed on 1 and rolled to a 7.
Yeah.
I saw that. All right.
The DC was very low as you're standing very close to them, and they are dead. You see, even on an 8, one of the poachers, who seems to have been the ringleader, is wearing a pelt with fur that looks very similar to yours, and half of a wolf skull as headgear.
Mm-hmm. Is that like I know whose it is, or just that it's?
If you want to give me a history check to find out, you are more than welcome to.
Dad?
I don't even want to. Yeah, that's what I was like. The whole Bambi situation over again. I was 18.
On
That's like the
18,
first-
you know that is just slightly a different species, and therefore not a wolf that you know.
Oh, thank God.
Bummer.
I will tell you, on a 5 or
mean,
lower, it was going to be your father.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Dad.
Dad?
With that, we end combat.
Oh, God.
These protective activists have done their job. They nurse you back to health.
Thank
They are
you.
going to make a medicine check.
And in true PETA fashion, they put a bullet in the back of your skull.
Yeah, I was gonna feel like
Yeah.
Because life is torture, and you should be freed of that torture.
Okay,
Oh, I thought that
DC,
was a
was,
1.
DC was 10, so they do succeed on the medicine check and restore you back to full health.
Yeah,
Shoot you in the
is
back.
that
Not
just
that it
like a
really
lo-
matters because
well,
this is a
yeah.
flashback, but you know, it's fine.
12.
Then they make weird Pokemon propaganda.
Hmm?
Yeah,
That was fucking close.
and they post
First.
weird sexual furry art on their platforms.
Oh
What did I
Have you
log
seen
back into?
PETA doing that?
no,
I haven't, and I don't want to. I don't think.
Yeah, it's weird. They post like hot animals, and they're like, "Is this where you get your milk from?" and shit like that.
Okay.
Well, now that you mention it,
Weird.
Yeah, straight
Why
from
are they-
PETA's Facebook page. Let's see. Let me
No, I get mine
Copy
from
this
almond
image.
udders.
put it.
I was
into
gonna say, do they like
Discord.
put a milk cow and post that? Yes.
When did the
Yeah.
plant activists come on? And they're
So-
like, is this where you get your milk? And it's got a sexy almond.
All almonds are sexy. This is from PETA's Facebook page, by the way. Like their official, actual Facebook
I don't
page.
want to see this, but I'm going to.
And here's the other one that I was thinking of. Again, from their verified Facebook page. Do you want to know what the caption is?
Eat up.
Looks weird, right? It's what you're doing if you drink cow's milk. Raise your hand if you know that humans shouldn't be drinking cow's breast milk. It was made for their babies, not you.
Do you know what looks weird? He looks like what's his name from Whose Line?
Oh my god, Colin Mockery.
Does look like
It does.
Colin,
Like
but-
Colin Mockery.
That's horrible. That is absolutely awful.
Also accurate.
Badger, in
Uh-huh.
the interest of moving forward here,
Oh
Mhm.
god.
we come back to this scene. I know there's a way to pull you all at the same time, but I don't know how, and I don't care to find out.
Good, I don't care either.
So-
Fuck you.
You see the exact same thing. These runes to your side begin to light up.
Mhm.
And Hut and Anska ask you to remain where you are.
Yeah.
Now we move to the left-hand side. Our party is dwindling.
The party
have-
never dwindles here.
Slain, Chud.
Hey guys, I'll catch
other
what I
two.
can. I just gotta finish packing and use restroom and stuff, but I'll.
That's
be back.
fine.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, pull to the scene. I know some of you won't have sight. It's fine. We're not going to pay attention to that. Over here on the left-hand side, we see a rune that matches Chud's hand. For the record, I'm just going in alphabetical order. Arius,
Yeah,
Badger, Chud, Slain. We see a rune that matches Chud's hand. Chud, are you walking on there, or is Slain gonna push you?
If Slain
Oh, I
pushes
put-
me. What?
You say I'm assuming like I'm already like lined up for it,
Yes.
and you just decide that you give in, and then I just like faux push you, and you like and you land.
Chud would
I
see
take it
his-
that's what happens.
Chud would see his hands raising up and smack them away and start walking towards the circle, simply muttering, I know the drill.
As you take that last step onto the rune, you remember, as I pull you guys to the scene,
Yeah.
and forget your token. Jesus Christ, I'm getting worse by the second.
How can you forget Dinklage?
We see a young
His
Chud.
face was huge on my screen.
Yes, young.
Yes, young Chud.
I love it. I can't do it.
Far past, and here's the intro. Far past and to the northeast of the snow-covered hills of the Chillbreath Forest lie the mountains of Ishral. And Austin, you're gonna have to correct me if I mispronounce any of this. You made
I
it.
don't remember anything I wrote. So, and remember, I reset my computer, so all my shit's gone. So you have
Oh.
the only notes.
Actually, no, it's on Telegram, so you have it.
I don't want
Anyway.
to correct you. It's funnier.
True. Almost exclusively, the mountains of Ishral, almost exclusively inhabited by a group of dwarves known as the Steambeards. Ishral cannot be found on most maps. A group that does not live in secrecy, but does live in solemnity. The Steambeards focus entirely on refining, perfecting, and teaching their craft to the next generation.
I'm assuming you adjusted some things.
Yeah, a few.
Okay, good.
But, the meat is still there.
Oh, yeah.
With knowledge of runic power from their distant ancestors meshing with the modern technology surrounding metal weaponry, we find a young Chud at his workstation. There have been rumors circling the village regarding an invasion of the rivaling clan, the Brehand, who feared that runic knowledge and weaponry combined could mean the end of their civilization as a whole, should they ever go to war. The Brehand were known mostly for their cunning but traditional ways. They wield only simple melee weaponry, and they denounce anything that's more complicated than a greatsword. Chud, standing in the dim lamplight, was working to perfect steam-powered artillery. Steam has been used by this clan since they originally seceded from the Brehand, which was actually the cause for the tension amongst the groups. Steam had mostly been used for defenses and to empower existing artillery, such as power-lock doors, swords that could use the heat to cauterize a wound, quite a few other uses. But what Chud was working on at this point was a steam-powered ranged weapon that could be deployed in only a few seconds and had the potential to be devastating if used successfully. Chud, give me a perception check.
Hold on, let me bring up the actual thing I need. Fucking Dinklage, man, I can't.
I love him.
What am I doing?
Give me a perception check.
Perception. Normal.
Eh.
Fuck.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you, Badger.
Okay.
You're just working. You don't know if there's anything else going on. You're just working on this artillery. You are
Do I know these are cannonballs and not olives?
on a 1 wisdom check, no. No, you don't. They could be olives. You
Best to try them.
try to eat one and it really hurts your teeth, so you try to eat a different one.
Mhm. Smart. Smart man.
Perfect.
So, I'm gonna tell you as a player what's happening here in character. You don't realize, and you'll see why I'm telling you that outside. There's a group of Brehand rogues coming to get you. They, and I'm going to reveal this to you, they rolled a 25 on their stealth versus your 1 perception. So, you don't know they're coming.
I don't even
they're-
know if they're human. I think, or
They're coming.
dwarves. They're probably. Never mind. All right.
Yeah. So, as you are working at your workbench, they stealthily slide up behind you. And they stab you in the face.
My Dinklage face.
Don't stab my Dinklage.
Yeah, don't stab me in the dinkle.
Let me grab the weapon that they have because I didn't put it into their inventory because I'm very smart. Okay. They are going to make a dagger attack against your face.
Cool.
Classic.
The classic dagger attack.
And I feel the need to remind you that these guys have worked with the same melee weapons for centuries. So they're very good at melee weaponry,
Yeah.
which is why they have a
Stabby.
+3 dagger. So they are going to make this
Oh.
attack against your face. And they are going to succeed, even on a rolled 2.
What?
That was so. Mine froze. It was like partially in between 11 and 20.
So, yeah, they rolled a 2. They get an 11, which is higher than your armor class.
By 1 point.
So they are going to stab you in the face and roll this damage against you. It's only 9 damage. You're fine.
Cool.
And seeing how there is a group of them, they're going to make another attack.
Hmm.
And on a 25, they will hit
Wow, I'm gonna die within one turn.
for 11 damage.
Well, I'm dead, so
correct. You, for your knowledge, are unconscious.
Fun.
And I'm going to add that to your status there. They, realizing that they're powerful and you are just one guy, are going to leave you for dead on the floor. I'm going to ask you now to make me a death saving throw.
I don't know how to do that.
This is a mechanic that I was going to teach you but forgot to. Where is it in here? So in attributes in your character sheet, under where it says resource 1, over on the right.
Resource 1. Oh, yeah, okay.
Underneath that, you see death saves.
Okay.
Just click where it says death saves.
Normal?
Yep. That is
There you
a
go.
success. Do you know what death saves are?
They probably save you from death.
Mhm.
Yeah. So on an 11 or higher, it is... Sorry, is it 11 or higher or 10
Yep.
or higher?
1 through 10, 11 through 20.
That's what I thought.
Wow,
Okay,
I barely
so-
made it then, didn't I?
On an 11 or higher, you succeed. On a 10 or lower, you fail. 3 successes mean you stabilize. You're still at 0 hit points, but you don't have to continue making death saves. On 3 fails, you permanently die. Unless someone uses a spell to revive you.
I died in the past.
So go ahead and make me a second death saving throw. That is a failure. Go ahead and make me another. That is another failure.
Fuck, dude.
You are becoming destabilized more and more by the moment. However, again, I'm going to use the same token because I forgot to make another one. A group of dwarves come into your workshop and they see you lying on this floor unconscious. They are going to make a medicine check to try and stabilize you. And they are going to succeed. They barely beat my DC. But they are going to stabilize you. You no longer have to make death saves. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. You are still unconscious, but you're not going to die. So that's good. Especially because this is a backstory. It wouldn't make much sense.
I'm sure you have your ways.
Mm-hmm. You wake up the following morning. I'm going to put you in the bed, but just know, theater of the mind, you're actually in basically the infirmary tent.
Okay. Theater of
And
the mind.
you can hear a raging war outside. Now, unbeknownst to you, a silent war had broken out a few days prior between the Brahans and the Steambeards, with them sending their troops in the middle of the night to assassinate as many Steambeards as possible, and the leader of your clan, of the Steambeards, followed suit and sent assassins in the night. You were asked by this clan leader to create the artillery that you do, not because of inventorship or curiosity, but rather you are working as the artilleryman for the Steambeards.
All right.
You disconnect, so.
What the hell is that noise?
Can you just disconnect him?
Yeah.
I can.
Is he snoring?
Yeah. Can you
Yep.
just
Is that what that
disconnect
is?
him? Yeah. Can you just
Uh,
kick him?
Oh
How
my
do I-
god.
You should be able to right click him.
Yeah, I did, but I don't want to kick him from the server. I just want to
You
kick him
see
from the call.
disconnect? There should be disconnect.
Oh my god.
No. Mute soundboard, disable video, change name, invite to server,
You can just
mute
mute him.
There's disconnect. Okay, cool. Wow.
That man, no, that man is awake. He's reliably awake for 45 minutes
Yep.
and
Oh my
out.
God.
Out, dude. No, he stopped making sense 9 o'clock. Like an
Yeah.
hour. I was just like, and as soon as his section ended and then we started Badgers, he would just like ask a question at one point. He was just like,
Yeah. That's why I just kind of kept going.
and you just kept going, and I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Continue though. Continue. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That would have distracted me too because it was getting louder.
Yep, it was.
That's amazing.
So, in your time unconscious and injured, Mr. Chud,
Oy.
a full-out war had broken out. It was no longer a silent nighttime war. It was full-on battles day and night. The Brehans were very well stopped, as, like I said before, you guys worked mostly in steam-powered defense systems, but they were still able to slaughter so many of the Steambeard footmen. While you were in this infirmary, it took some time to recover. I mean, you were stabbed in the head. It's not exactly a quick process. But over the course of about a month of fighting, the Brehans were forced into surrendering because the Steambeard's troops ended up outnumbering them 5-1. Now, luckily, your family and your clan didn't suffer horribly many casualties, but one of the most personal ones to you is the loss of your left eye. You know, you're lucky you lived through that attack, but you did lose your eye in the process.
Yeah, I guess that does work into the background a little bit too well, didn't it?
Being an inventor and an experimenter, though, in these years following the war, I understand that you were working on a mechanical eye replacement. Unfortunately, Chud was not able to create anything that worked to help him see again. He tried using mirrors and various technology, things like that, but you could really only make things that were cosmetic in nature. After this brutal war, as I said, the Brians surrendered, and the Steambeards essentially took back both clans. They were spread out across 2 towns, and with that, Chud could no longer really find work because they didn't really have any enemies, so you didn't really need to make any artillery. So with that, you left the clan, going into various towns nearby, beyond your own village, beyond Ishrel entirely. Chud was still craving the chances he was never given to fight during the war. You were a back-end mechanic, and you lost part of your vision for it. Now, give me a survival or nature check. Peter Dinklage. Ooh, an 18.
Don't mess with the dink.
Don't mess with the dink.
I'll
Okay.
be right back. I gotta let Nova in real quick.
Okay, can you grab me a tea?
What?
Grab me a
No.
tea.
Get your own.
They're in the bottom drawer. Okay. My voice is tired. Jacob, do you want me to keep your backstory for next session, or do you want me to do it?
I'm fine with saving it so that we're all
Okay.
here.
Yeah, since Badger's kind of in and out, and Sill's
So-
out.
Disconnected. That man, he's a funny man.
Yeah,
Funny man.
we'll finish up Austin since we started it, but
Oh, totally, yeah.
Admittedly, it's almost 10. I'm also getting tired.
Mhm.
Thank you. We're going to finish yours up, and that's all we're doing tonight.
Return to my own desk. With my headphones upon me head.
Okay, so you rolled a 19 down to an 18 on that nature check, which very, very much beats the DC. You come across, in your travels, you sometimes had to take shortcuts through woods, nearby forests, things like that. On the forest floor, you walk over what seems to be a cellar door, essentially. It was hidden by the leaves, but you tripped over the handle. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna check it out?
Yeah. After, making sure his feet and ankle is all right, he's going to shift towards the door and slowly open it so that he can just see barely past it.
Okay. As you open it, the angle of the sunlight through the forest canopy shines down into this room. Excuse me. It's a really expansive room. You can see down to the bottom of the stairs, but you can't really see much further than that without actually going in.
And this is with him gradually opening it?
Yep. If there's any kind of check you want to give me to find out more about like what he maybe hears or what else he can see from where he's at, you can. But that's what you get for free.
I was going to say, how about a perception?
Okay. Ooh. On a 7. What I will tell you with a 7 is that you don't hear any noise from inside, and you don't see any people down there. It seems like it may have been like a storm cellar, potentially. Something to be used by one of the nearby farmhouses, but something that was abandoned generations ago.
All right. With the coast appearing clear, he will open the door fully and flip around and make his way down to... Well, is there a staircase or type of ladder?
There's a small stone staircase. It's only probably about 7 or 8 steps down before you're actually in the room. And then once you get into it, it opens up into a more expansive room. So the stairs, there's an easy access down there.
There's a what?
Easy access.
Okay.
Not going to make you make any checks or anything. So you get down to the lower level of this room. Once you make your way down to the floor, you can see, barely lit by the door that you had left open, is the ceiling, which is probably about 15 feet high. So already pretty tall, but especially tall to a dwarf. Okay. And even more tall to Peter Dinklage.
Don't mess with the dink.
As you walk into the center of the room, you can feel that the texture of the ground changes underneath your feet. Not actively, but as you step, it starts to change. You feel that it's almost like a design, which, with your expertise, you would recognize is most likely a rune. And as you stand in the middle of it, if I can find the proper map, let me put Peter Dinklage in here.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
This
Peter
rune
Dinklage.
beneath your feet begins to glow. It glows a very soft red, and it's not particularly bright, but almost immediately the entire room is filled with a not blinding light. It's like an overhead light was turned on almost.
Eerie.
And you can see the entire room. You can see not only is there the rune beneath your feet, but there are many stones surrounding this rune that you're surprised that you didn't trip over on the way in here that have runes on them as well.
Pokemon.
If you would like,
MLM.
if you would like, you can roll an Arcana check to see what's going on here, or I can just give you what I'll give you for free.
Let's do a check.
Okay. On a 10, that's pretty much almost everything that I would have given to you for free anyway.
All right.
Almost. You'll get a little extra. You do not recognize these specific runes, but being someone who understands how powerful they can be, you treat it with the respect it deserves, basically. You suddenly see scrawls of Dwarvish, Elvish, and Common Language start to spatter across the walls. They are not inscribed into the walls, and it also appears on the stones too. It's almost like moving text that lights up and then disappears only a few seconds later.
All right.
It's like this otherworldly arcane text seems to be surrounding you on the surfaces in this room. And just as you're taking notice of that, your cosmetic eye begins to glow. And as if it were a camera being turned on, you can suddenly see out of the eye. With all your prowess, with steam and technology, the one ingredient you were missing was the runic magic. But now you can see through this eye. Give me a perception roll. Nice.
Ooh.
That is a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
On a nat 20. Nat 18, technically.
Might be.
On a nat 20. You first realize that if you close your left mechanical eye, you can no longer see that text around the room. Oh, an even weirder thing, though, is that you can no longer see the runes either. If you close your biological eye and look only out of your mechanical one, you can see all the runes and the text. If you open both, it all vanishes. There is no runes anywhere. Not on the floor, not on the stones, no text on the walls, nothing. On a nat 20, you recognize that this mechanical eye is able to see arcane runes that are not of this plane of existence.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And that's some crazy shit that wasn't really going to be revealed until later, but on a nat 20, this was the earliest you could have found out, basically.
Look at that.
Now, in the interest of getting this wrapped up, there is one other thing with your backstory. Following this knowledge of other planar runes, of being able to access this arcane energy in your plane of existence, plus, your Warforged knowledge and mechanical powers, Chud went on to become a sellsword in the towns on the eastern border of Chilwyn. It hosts a number of potential clients due to the number of guilds that reside there. You became a weaponsmith for the Merchants Guild, a hired hand for the Adventurers Guild, and a mason for the Armorers Guild. In your free time, you still craft small weapons to keep your mind sharp. The most notable of which that you crafted following this event is a steam-powered portable Gatling gun. And in addition to that, you did some major repairs on your Warhammer, which you believe has steam power to some capacity now. You're not entirely sure what it is, but it's dormant for the moment. Now, if you recall, what I said before is you often pine for the battle that you never got to fight in the war against the Brehans. You know, since you were unconscious the whole time.
Oh yeah, because the whole face stabby thing, you know.
Yeah. To satisfy that lust for battle, there is actually a guild tournament, which is a semi-annual event where each member of each guild gets to showcase their prowess. Specifically, you join the Adventurers Guild in their bracket-style combat tournament. So that's what you were up to.
Cool. Don't mess with
And
the
we will resume this next Tuesday when we go through Slane's backstory and find out what these runes that you guys have been left at are. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and move y'all back. My voice is cracking. Excuse me.
Lots of
That's
rude
funny.
stuff.
The stuff. I'll show you. This stuff.
That stuff.
Yeah, that stuff.
That's the stuff.
And the rest of the party is going to move to the southern side, where we have Slane, who was coming up as Peter Dinklage for some reason, Hut, and Anska, all at the south side of the runes.
Outside.
South side?
What?
And one quick thing before we head off. Slane, what you gonna do?
Mhm.
Are you going to walk on the rune?
Oh, I'm gonna like reach an arm out to Hut to help me down. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
hmm
Just as you had done for your 3 cohorts,
Yeah,
Yep.
because this went so
Hut-
well last time.
Hut is going to playfully push you onto the rune.
I try to pull him onto it with me.
Dear Lord.
Make an opposed strength check. Why not?
He's just gonna yeet him.
Ability check.
Yep. He is going to make the saving
Nine.
throw. He falls onto the rune with you.
Really? What did he roll?
Let me reveal it.
I love it.
Fucking
So he's
Jesus.
going to... We're going to have you guys both occupying the rune,
Oh.
and that's where we're going to leave it. Because I'm tired, we're going to do your backstory next week, and we're going to get into what these runes are.
Woohoo! Awesome.
And I'll be honest, your backstory is one of my favorite ones that I worked on. So,
Thank you. No, I'm excited for it.
yeah. I'm going to enjoy
I'm
this.
excited. Well then, look at us.
I'm
Look at
EP. I closed all my tabs and saw sexy turkey and cow. So I'm
How'd that go?
not well. Why is
Yeah.
Colin Mockery doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go chill. I am EP.
Sounds good.
Y'all have a good night. Love you both.
Night night.
I'm
Baby.
literally living with you, so you know.
Wow, that's really gay that you
Yeah.
mentioned
That's
that.
really gay.
Yeah.
End your stream,
Do
big
something
guy.
about it, bitch. I will
Love you
end
both.
it here in
Bye-bye.
a bit because I want to. I've been working on stuff on the side,
Mwah.
Fair.
so
Mwah.
I want to do kind of a show. So, all right.
I am
night.
going to watch your stream then.
Yeah, this is what we were looking at, guys. By the way,
Yeah.
I don't understand my life.
Hopefully you can show that on stream.
Yeah, well, it's too late. I already did.
Yep, those are actual advertisements from PETA. Check it out on their Facebook page.
I agree with what they try to do, but they go about it very wrong.
True.
As wrong as you can be. All right, I'm gonna jump off here. If I can
Peace out, Bomb Squad.
stop.
I gotta hijack the outro. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Shaboy. That just leaves Badger in the chat. So yeah, I have been doing stuff on the side during all this, because if not, I would probably also fall asleep. I can pay attention very easily if it's my stuff, and if there's all of us in a group. But when we're separated, it's kind of tiring. So, on the side, I was working on the truck stuff. And right now, this is where we're at. I will pull up the kind of faux background. And then we'll have the city coming in through here, our meteor shower, and we'll go from there. I really like the way the truck came out. This was actually going to be a sketch. This one's still more of a sketch, but I think I'm going to change. I did the truck on a separate layer for a reason, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just black it out and do a little line cleanup and leave it as is. I got to figure out what rooms I want, though. So that's where we're at for that little bit. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Maybe sooner. I don't know. I always say maybe sooner, but I never usually do. So until next time, peace out.